Today we're going to learn about what I call the electric fence. An electric fence is kind of an invisible electrical field that is set up around a yard at a house to keep a dog in. A dog wears a collar that whenever it gets too close to that electric field, it gives the dog a slight shock, and the dog cannot pass that invisible barrier. I like to use that same idea when teaching chess. And here, imagine that the king is a dog and the rooks are going to set up the electric fence. If I move up the rook here to A3, there's an invisible fence or an electric fence right here. A king cannot put itself into check, so the king cannot go to any of these squares. So the only thing that the king can do is either move side to side or move backward. I'll move the black king here. Now, the other white rook can move forward, putting the king in check. Since there's an electric fence right here and the king can't go down now, the king has to move back. White now moves a rook here. And since the other rook has put up an electric fence right here, black can't move down but has to continue moving back. Now here white has to be careful because the rook is not being protected by any other pieces, so the black king could take the white rook. So the rook is going to move to this side, still keeping the electric fence and keeping the black king from being able to capture it. Black king will move over one square. Now take the other rook, move it up 2 squares. King is in check. King has to move out of the way. Here's the electric fence. Now the other rook moves up 2 squares, putting the king in check. We have an electric fence right here that the king cannot pass into. So the king has to move here. And finally, the rook puts the king in check, and it is checkmate. The king is in check, and the king cannot go to any of the squares in front because they are being guarded by the other rook. And this is how you use the idea of the electric fence in chess to checkmate your opponent.